I thought the Blue Man Group were like a comedy thing till I was 16. I'm not entirely unconvinced. They've got a normal coloured man. Oh, that's racist.
They've got a normie.
They've got
in the
one
group.
of the normal coloured people, one of the normal types of colours.
If you're not fucking blue, then get out of here.
Of which there are many. I would ban blue people from my establishment.
Yeah.
If I had a
No
bar,
blacks, no blues.
yeah, if I had a bar, I would take that side now because, well, maybe the Irish should stay, but I would be
No blue, no
I would no blue, no Irish. I would discriminate against blue people. I think
If blue people actually
if blue
existed,
people existed,
that wasn't paint based.
yeah.
If there was just loads of these running around,
I'd
get
want
back
no-
in your blue
I'd
boats,
want
go back to
nothing
your
to do-
blue towns.
They look like they don't. Yeah, they're not allowed out after dark in my town. They look
running
like
around only playing that one blue song.
They
We all
look-
know the song.
they look just
Playing
really
their
annoying.
stupid cultural instruments.
They look like they
play-
don't speak in sentences. They look like they only speak in like 2 words. Is that why is James Brown there in
What?
front?
Oh.
That is James Brown, isn't it? There's no one else that can be. He can come to my bar. He doesn't even have to play. He can just stay there.
Yeah. Only James Brown allowed.
No, James Brown and others, just not any blue people.
No blue
I hesitate to say the word people, to be honest, but
Yeah, why is there just a
that's what I mean. Could they not get a swimming cap and fucking gloves on? That's it. Like, they must have spares. So did they go to him before the gig and go, "You want be blue?" And he was like, "No,
They have to get
I'm a
Blueanese
serious,
translator.
I'm a serious artist, and I'm not going to paint myself
not
blue
gonna
for
blue up."
attention.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? They are just a
And
joke.
they just refused. I'm not bluing myself up, lad. You can go blue yourselves.
A shred mill.
What?
Oh, they've just ruined such a good name. Shredmill.
Shredmill. Yeah, there's two non-blues.
Yeah, you can't keep saying no, can you? That's it. We're really outing ourselves.
Non-blue person.
Yeah.
NBP.
No, Calvin, stop. I'm not.
Yeah, that's the fucking bass stick that I was talking about that
Again,
plays in King Crimson.
I'll say it.
Chapman stick.
All,
Chapman stick. Thank you.
all disrespect. They're a terrible, terrible idea and band.
Yeah, the whole gimmick is that we can play these silly instruments and look at us. We're also bald and blue.
Yeah, you've never heard instruments. You've never heard music from a pipe before. Like, number one, that's like probably literally the first instrument ever made was someone making music with a pipe. So I'm not impressed there. And number two, it sounds terrible. No one in the history of time has ever wanted to listen to
I
ambient
like the
music.
paddle one. The one where they hit the where they've got the paddles and it's all the. I like
I'll
that.
tell you what, Calvin, if you want to
That's
put your
nice.
swimming cap on and paint yourself blue, if you can do that.
Calvin,
just keep it away from me and my
You're
kids.
only allowed to produce this podcast in future if you blew yourself up. You have to come in blue every week now.
Okay, I'll.
Just once. Just once.
no.
You can be on camera once, but you
has to
have
fully
be
transition
blue.
to blue person.
Okay.
Do they wear? Oh, they do wear clothes. That's fair. I don't know why. I just imagine them naked.
What's their pronouns?
Oh, come on. That's lazy.
No, come on.
That's lazy.
They're gonna have some
You're
blue.
going to do an attack helicopter bit now.
What, an attack helicopter bit?
Oh, do you not know? Do you not spend as much time laughing at bad right-wing comedians as I do?
No,
I
I
say
don't
laughing
think so.
at, not the jokes. Just
No,
them.
at their. What's an attack? Oh, it's
It's like my
identifying
pronoun.
attack.
I identify as an attack helicopter,
Right, okay, it's a thing.
which is
Okay.
like a 2009 ass
All
meme.
right, okay.
You know what I mean? And it definitely came out before 2020. So,
Well, they identify
it's a
as
short
blue
story.
Person, so let
They
them
can-
blue
yeah,
themselves.
They can
Fucking
identify. They can be who they want to be.
Here, lad, if
I
I want
just
to
don't
come on
wanna
as a
have
blue
to-
man, I'm going to come on next week, right? I'm going to come on
Do it.
bald,
Yeah, do it. Please
blue,
do.
mute.
Yeah.
You can do the podcast from now on.
BVN. Yeah, BVN. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever chosen to listen to the Blue Man Group because I think people play it, but it's more like they subject other people to listening to the Blue Man Group. Like they're
I
not.
think it was like a music teacher that put it on for me. It was like that
But
was like
you've just done it to me, but you aren't like, oh, they play good music. You'd be like, wouldn't this be funny if I made everyone else in this room have to listen to
That's
this?
exactly why I put that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
no
yeah.
one's ever chosen to listen to him.
It's like they're always playing in like Universal Studios, Florida. Like they have a residency.
They have a residency in fucking Disney World. Yeah, that makes sense. They are clowns. That makes sense.
they
That
are
makes
blue
sense. That
people.
makes sense.
Didn't know you were a blue racist, Josh.
I've got to be one. Everyone Everyone gets one, don't they?
Calvin, change these lights. Stan, John's gonna have a fucking panic attack.
I'm pretty close already, to be fair.
Yeah, here
it's a little too blue for my liking. A little blue in here.
If you had to change the colors to different branding,
what an amazing would you rather kind of question, hypothetical. If you could change the lights to any color.
In your wildest dreams, Josh.
Yeah.
And if you can give me with a hue number,
give me 168.
Ooh.
I don't know what color that is, but give me 168. It's going to be better than this, though.
Is it a greeny color?
Oh, it's a tealy.
In between.
That's a nice
Wow,
deal.
what thrilling. There are people who do that, though. Have you seen this? Have you heard
where
about
they look at a color and they have to guess the
GeoGuessr
FFF numbers.
Like the GeoGuessr
Xcode.
pipeline
Excellent, thank you.
is absolutely wild, where it started with people obviously looking at Google Street View and being able to pick anything up, but now we are down to like the individual hues of color, and it'll be some guy being like, I think that's like an 86 by 240, and they'll just do that, and it'll be exactly right. And you just be like, why?
What biological advantage is that?
No, I don't know.
What's the root of that?
Being able to do it.
What's the exact hue of the blue man? That's what I want to know, Calvin.
Oh, that definitely
There
exists.
will be
doesn't
a
it?
hex code for it.
Blue man.
There will be a hex code.
Wonder what my hex code is.
0000000.
It's hash 002FA7.
Oh, thanks for that, Calvin. Again, what thrilling content. I bet everyone who clicked this video is so happy to have found that one out.
Here, we need to know about the blue man.
No, we don't. Again, it is weird how people are like racist against one specific group of people. I'm not going to go into this because it sounds like a really bad stand-up bit. But it is quite interesting how they're not like equal opportunity haters, are they? They'll just be like really specifically.
They pick one. It's because it's probably the people who've been like hurt by some group or whatever. I don't know.
I think
List some examples, Dylan.
So blue men remind me of the Smurfs, and I didn't like the Smurfs as a child.
I don't like Dutch people.
What?
They're Dutch, aren't they? The Smurfs.
Smurfs?
The Smurfs.
You can't just say it in a Dutch accent.
Yeah,
Are the Smurfs Dutch?
Yes, I can. Are they Belgian? They might be Belgian.
I
always
got
get
the
those
Smurfs.
confused.
I think they might be Belgian, you know.
Oh, see, you were just again a blue racist.
Yeah, true.
You see all blue things as the same.
It's quite funny.
Belgian.
How
Belgian.
We-
just Dutch. The Smurfing. No,
that's in Dutch.
Oh, sorry.
The Smurf.
Oh, you just typed Dutch. Okay.
Dutch.
Yeah. The Smurfing.
Yeah,
Colony of small blue humanoid creatures who live in a mushroom-shaped house in the forest.
I don't want to hear like a specific example, but have you ever had this actually happen where you've been speaking to someone and then they've just dropped like something really racist out of nowhere and you just, I suppose where you're from, it's maybe not that weird.
I've also been to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
That place is a
You're one of them good
rodeo.
ones. Yeah.
Irish Americans are hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Not fun people to be around.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to like Boston?
Not in Boston. I'm sure they're lovely. But every other Irish person in America I've met's been a
Like
con.
Irish or like Irish?
Irish.
Oh, okay.
My great-great-great-grandmother was Irish. Therefore, I've named all my children Trinity.
Trinity.
I met a girl from Chicago, a lesbian who has a child,
Three women each.
and they named their daughter Trinity. And they went, oh, so see these black people, right? And I went, okay. She went to argue that the Irish people were the original slaves.
Oh.
And I had to do a little history lesson on this racist woman.
Question. Did you agree with her just ending the conversation faster?
No.
You
argued with her.
disagreed?
I went, I'll hold you there,
See-
silly woman. No, that's not my one. It's not my
everyone's
one.
got one. I told
But
you.
yeah, I had a full argument because I listened to a Blind Boy podcast about this exact thing, and he talks about a book called How the Irish Became White. And it's basically when they went over after the famine, they were second-class citizens and used as indentured servants by the British government in places like the Caribbean.
Hey, all right, move on.
Yeah, moving on.
But they were able to be
I was
racist
just trying to say that
put
it was
themselves
like
up the hierarchy in America.
it's an interesting shared experience that we all have, isn't it? Of being subjected to someone just kind of being racist and you can't leave the situation. But you actually did the thing that no one really does. Because I think if I was to ask Calvin about his experience, You at least
I have
nodded
quiet-
politely. You at least nodded politely while they're going on, and then in your head you're going, "I really just want to fucking leave."
I've
like,
quietly sort of nodded along to a lot of just like.
Well, no, but if it's a taxi driver, you just go.
You're
yeah,
stuck. You
yeah,
can't-
you're stuck.
you can't do
I'm not shaking the boat. I'm not
Let's
shaking
do
the
a
taxi.
challenge. Let's do a challenge. We'll take GoPros. We'll go get a taxi at like 2 p.m. and then or 2 a.m. rather, and then we'll just talk
Either
about
works.
Israel and Palestine, and we'll just see how long they can go for. And whoever gets them to speak for the longest wins like 50 quid. And we just see who can string it along for the most amount of time. No, do another loop for the black man. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. No, I'm changing my location.
Is there a worse situation for someone to just start being? I think barber's got to be a bad one. If someone would just started being racist while they're cutting your hair.
My driving instructor was dead racist. Just remembered. But like, he had a holiday timeshare spot in Turkey. Used to go to Turkey all the time.
Okay.
But hated Muslims.
Oh.
Hated them. And I'd be driving around and he'd be like, and just take the second left and just ease off the brakes and there's one there.
There's one there. Brother. Get him! And are you doing blocks of 2-hour lessons as well?
Just one.
Oh. See, it would have been funny if you'd lied, Calvin, and said 2 hours. But
That's
it was
all
fine.
right.
That would have been really.
Is there any worse situation for someone to start being racist then?
Barbers up there. Taxi's a common one. Everyone's experienced
Yeah,
taxi
everyone's
driver.
said that,
Everyone's
yeah.
experienced the racist taxi driver.
Aeroplane pilot over the intercom.
That would be
And I hope
hysterical.
there's none of them on here.
That would be so funny if that guy.
It's not even. It's like the air hostess that's like walking up and down, clearly looking at certain people. You're like, fucking hell. Everyone's uncomfortable.
Racist airline crew's got to be up there as one of the biggest yikes situations to be in as a traveler. Fuck me, that's really funny. Train's got to be one. You know, you start talking to someone on a train occasionally. Not anymore, but
No.
maybe when I was a bit younger, I
No,
suppose
I don't
would,
talk to people.
I would maybe do that. That would be a hard one. You know, you're like sat opposite them and then they start going on that and you can't get off early because you've got like 3 hours left in your train journey, but you also can't move because it's rude. But you should move.
Bags up there.
Yeah, you should move, but it's like, how awkward can we do it? I think this might be uniquely English, is that you as like an honorary Englishman, you've not learned yet that when something really awkward happens, you're just supposed to let it keep going because it's the last thing you'd want to be to a racist is rude, obviously. You know what I mean? I couldn't possibly be rude in this situation and be like, shut up, this is really bad. So you just have to sit there and listen to it.
I think catching up with old school friends is always a risky one. People that you maybe you knew 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then
When Calvin was a racist, but isn't anymore.
well, I come from
He's from the
proud
country, though.
racist stock.
Proud racist stock.
My dad's not racist.
His
But
granddad though. Mother.
it could well have been.
Well, you knew him, Calvin.
He
Like,
wasn't-
anyway, get to the punchline. Funny man.
I haven't got one.
Oh, just
Comedy
old
fan
school
Calvin.
friends. Comedy fan.
To the rescue.
You're absolutely fucking astonishing, Calvin. Part of the reason you two are such good friends is that you both like stand-up comedy. So the idea, and you actually listen to comedy podcasts. So the thing of
I
like,
just can't do it.
here's the situation, here's the setup. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'll take it. You know what? So you're in a Weatherspoons. You know, I'm just doing really shit crowd work bits. I feel like. Someone here got any racist
Where were you last
friends?
racist?
That would be really funny. Honestly, that would be so funny if you just like blurred their face. You know, like Combini Confessions or
Yeah,
whatever.
oh
you
my
get
God.
you go drunk people. I'm getting a lot of content ideas that are quite unethical, but you blur out their faces and you just ask them, when was the last time you were racist? You just ask them like a horrible question. And I don't know, I guess we don't give them money because that's
No,
like
but
that's almost as bad as being rude to them.
No, but all you do is like Konbini Confessions, which is Calvin. It's a show by the Japanese rapper Miyachi, who goes out in Japan to places like Shinjuku and all of those fancy Tokyo places that they all drink out in the streets and just interviews all these super drunk Japanese people. Just gets them
like
to
a
say,
Tuesday.
yeah, and just gets them to say wild shit.
Is that where the Hokutoa girl came from?
It's that
It's the same
vibe,
vibe.
same
It's that
vibe.
sort of like on camera.
It's
people
got like an all
steaming.
gas, no brakes sort of situation.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of racism,
Is he racist?
was he a bad dude?
I think he did a rape.
cancelled. Oh,
Maybe I might blur that word.
yeah. That's a
he
sad
did
word.
he did a bad. Yeah, I think
well.
kind of. I don't know.
Calvin, you have a
wasn't me.
talent. You have a talent for killing bits, don't you?
Yeah.
We could have just skated past that because none of us knew. But you're like, hang on, there's this guy.
So hard. It's such a hard job, Josh.
don't listen.
It's so difficult.
It's not hard at all.
There's so many
I've
things
done
to
it so
try
many
and do, and Dylan gets angry at me if I get it wrong because he has to edit in my mistakes out.
And there's a lot of them.
Oh, we've got a new clip here though. Calvin's breaking down.
It's such a hard job.
Welcome to episode 40 of the Low Poly Podcast.
Damn, we're at 40.
Yeah.
Officially into MILF territory.
No, what? Fucking
Good times.
after hours. Here we are.
I think we got some good fodder there.
Yeah, we did. Here.
You won't believe what happens this week.
Yeah. Listen. Do you hate blue people too?
I can't.
What
do
colour's
it,
your
man.
least
What
favourite?
Oh,
Give
there's
us-
so
give
many
us a hex
ways
code
to
below.
go. No, yeah, comment your least favorite hex code. Yeah, and then we can ban you.
Depending on what colour you pick,
Yeah,
you cannot.
You
watch
know the ones
podcast.
that you're not allowed to pick. That's bad. You should reconsider your principles if you think any of these hex codes are bad for any reason. Anyway. That sounds, you know when you say something that's explicitly like not racist or whatever, but it sounds kind of racist.
Yeah.
I think, did that just happen?
Yeah.
Uh,
Where if I took that bit without the 10 minutes of context talking about the Blue Man Group, and us
I said
definitely not being
I
racist.
said I'd ban them and they need to rethink their life choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the blue.
Oh no, you fuck the Blue Man Group. Fuck blue people.
Fuck the blue.
People. What are you talking about? Calvin, you look so sexy with your little arm poking out behind the curtain. You looked like a voyeur. It suited you. Someone who
I
records
think I'd be a very good
escorts with.
burlesque dancer.
Hey, we'll expand on that point, Calvin.
I don't know. I just think I'd be.
Fucking
I just think I'd be a
useless,
really
man.
good.
At one point in your life, did you think I want to be a stand-up comedian?
Yes, he talks about it all the
Yeah.
fucking time.
All
to
the
me.
time. And at no
that's
point
so
you
bad.
thought
That's
about
what-
like how to make a joke happen.
No, I can't do
thought
it.
I'd be a good burlesque dancer. It's such a good setup.
And you go, why, Calvin?
I'm trying to switch cameras.
You've
it's
done.
hard.
You've literally went knock knock. We've went. Who's there? And you've just went
Don't know.
me.
Can you guys finish the knock knock joke?
Orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? You've done that. That's what you've done,
I'm
Calvin. Not even.
sorry.
You didn't even say anything.
No,
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Here, and you know what? I appreciate your hard work.
It's fucking-
It's a really hard job you do, Calvin. Like, you know, over there with your little, you get to sit down and have a little giggle.
Stop gentle doming Calvin. Because he likes it. That's the problem.
That's the issue.
I'm gonna start calling you a good boy every time you do something that I like, Calvin, and we'll just see how that transpires. It'll either work or it's gonna get real weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him a bad boy. See which direction he
He'll
goes
like
to.
that.
Yeah.
I think he likes that one.
I think
more.
I'll learn a lot.
Yeah.
You already know. You fucking degenerate. Like, don't even joke. Don't even pretend. Don't even pretend.
Who hasn't got a praise kink? Everyone's got
What games
it
have you
all.
been playing recently, Josh?
Several.
Several. I haven't been playing much games this week, but I did have a thought before you talking about your fucking shitty games.
Let's get your yearly thought out.
I was in Manchester last week.
Manchester.
with Seth and my dad. We were at a gig. It was a lot of fun. But they
Was
came
that
up-
last week?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Sorry, what a fucking boring thing to say. Okay, you're a gig last week.
comedy fan.
I
Josh.
honestly thought it was today. I don't know. I'm not a comedy fan. I have the defense. I don't like comedy of any kind.
which is good. We were in Manchester. Okay place.
When was this?
Saturday. Last Saturday.
Oh, last Saturday.
Yeah. Not yesterday, but the week
Right,
before.
right,
Yes,
right,
yes,
right.
last
Wait,
week.
is Sunday
As you
today?
asked, it's Sunday today.
And you went to the gig when?
Last Saturday. 8
Sorry,
8 days ago.
I'm just yanking your chain.
Who's yanking?
I'm just joshing.
yanking your peen.
Shut up, man. Right,
I'm trying to tell my story
Sorry,
about
yeah,
me and my family. Stop talking about penises, please. And we were about Manchester, and we were looking for stuff to do.
Uh-huh.
And what's both your opinions on the gaming bar?
Terrible.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Never been. Oh, have I? No, I think I have been. I sent you pictures. It's got.
You like this thing,
I
Dave?
have never in my wait a minute.
Is that the one where there's
That's
like
your video evidence.
there's
of
like-
it.
booths and the tables are a game of like
I
pinball
think
or
there's
something.
multiple variations, but yes, It's where it's branded as a bar. You go and you buy alcoholic beverages, and they do like video game themed cocktails. And it's
that seems too much
give
like
me a
forced fun.
Triforce. Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it?
What's in the Triforce? Sambuca, tequila, and rum.
Was it courage, wisdom? None of that. No
Power.
wisdom in that. It should just be 3 very alcoholic drinks, shouldn't it? Because after you fucking put and then you go and fight a really large man or a pig, whichever's closest to you after having the Triforce. You have to have 9 shots, which make up the Master Sword.
Yeah.
And then you can drink a triple double.
Yeah.
It's 3 quad pods.
And the fairy giving you advice is my sober girlfriend telling me to stop. What are you doing?
Listen. Shut up, bitch. Sorry, so you're in a video game bar.
So no, this is the issue that I have, I think, specifically. So the gaming bar, it's an arcade also bar situation.
Right.
Where we were like, oh, we'll go to this. Seth's 15.
Okay.
I was like, it's an arcade, essentially. Like, surely, strictly 18 plus.
Really?
And I think there's something like inherently weird about that. Because obviously, it's branded
what
to be
time?
like adults. This is like 5 p.m.
Wait,
No,
quickly,
kids
just
can be in a bar before 9.
No, but they said specifically strictly 18 plus.
we're
You
getting
can't
into
get in.
bylaws.
Yeah.
When you say branded to be for it all, did it just have Pac-Man somewhere?
No, it's basically you go in and you buy fucking tokens, right? And it's got arcade machines, classic, and it's got like consoles. So N64s in a cage. It's got a naughty N64 that they cage up, and then you can play fucking GameCube games or whatever. I've only been to the one in Liverpool. And there's a new one just opened nearby called Pixel Bar, which is the one that you went to in Manchester.
There's 2 in Liverpool. One's terrible and one's quite good.
What name either, and hopefully we get a sponsorship from the better one.
Arcanes.
See, that's kids are allowed in arcanes. That is specifically an arcade, not a gaming bar, which are 2 different things.
All right,
Arcanes,
finish your thought.
Arcanes is an arcade that has a bar.
Yeah.
But a gaming bar is, oh no, this is for adults only. No kids allowed.
You can nostalgically play GoldenEye and realize it doesn't really hold up anymore. But you're drunk, so you just kind of push it to the back of your mind.
Yeah. I just thought it was such a strange, like, backwardsy what we are now as a culture and society, that like video games
Go off,
are.
Joker. Go off.
Yeah.
Go off, Joker. Let's go.
Everybody's losing their minds with these N64s and cages.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can't be a kid and go to a place that has video games.
My father was a gamer. And a fee. Sorry. I do agree with you though. Sorry. The spirit of the Joker really overtook me.
It did. We live in a society, Josh.
We do. I live in a society where adults go to a bar that also has like double dribble, bubble bubble.
Yeah.
I can't remember the rest of the We
Sloppy
Shop Wednesday song.
Oh,
and let's not try and remember it because we'll be there for it.
Ninja Gaiden 1.
Shut up! You got to do the dance. That's
Ninja
what
Gaiden 3.
I agree with you. I think there are tight references on the Low Poly podcast. Come to Liverpool Podcast Studios for all your tightest reference needs.
Obscure internet videos from 12 years ago.
I don't think it's... Anyway, back to the point. Arcade bars. You know how I feel about drinking and playing games. It's like driving. You can only have a little bit to drink before it becomes...
But it's a hell of a lot of fun.
I just don't enjoy them because I always think it's hard enough to play with real life friends anyway.
Yeah.
Because the disparity of skill level is so big. So like we could play a game and you're obviously very sweaty. Calvin's a complete clammy handed virgin when it comes to games.
Yep.
And I'm exactly in the middle in the perfect place.
I don't think I'm a sweat.
Tries hard enough, but not too much.
Yeah.
But is also really good at games. That's where I am.
Yeah.
Right. In between you guys. The perfect middle point. But if you go to a bar, you're either you're probably going with like, people's partners or non-gamers, and you're going to crush them. So they're not having a good time because no one enjoys losing. And then there's also the pressure of like, oh, I thought you were good at games, but you've never played. This,
I know. I've had that exact fear.
Mario Kart. People just go, oh, surely you love Mario Kart. And I go, no, because it's a stupid game for children. But I'm also really bad at it because I've played like 2 hours of Mario Kart in my entire life. So people go, "Oh, shouldn't you be good at this?" I'm like, "No, this is not my kind of games." It's like, put me on World of Warcraft. I'll show you how fucking average I am at that. It's like, no, I play Football Manager and I'm pretty good.
And I'm very smart and I'm very cute and I can do lots of things.
I've never independently been good at any game without someone showing me how to be good at it, but I am good. It's part of my identity. Yeah. So I think
but when you get like beaten Mario Party where you have no control, and you're like, "Huh, maybe you weren't a gamer after all, John."
Yeah, which is obviously what I want. You know
I
what mean?
think a woman who doesn't think about video games at all,
has destroyed me at Mario Kart.
thinks less of you now because I beat you in Mario
And my
Kart.
gaming masculinity is threatened. I think
I would
at
never
that
get
point,
beaten by Mario Kart.
and
I'll
I-
fucking destroy anybody. Come here right now. I'll fucking kill you and your girlfriend.
I think at some point when I started realizing there's no chance of me winning something like Mario Kart, I just pretend like I was sandbagging to cover for it.
This game's shit anyway.
No. I wouldn't say it's shit. I just start like trying to crash into people or something. And just but to your childish
okay.
minds, you actually try to play the game and can drift round corners. Whereas I, the enlightened gamer, knows that I don't do that because I'm so far above this thing.
You've done the thing that people do with like things that require skill, is that
Yeah.
you never really try because you're worried.
So I'm scared of failing.
Scared of
Well, no,
failing.
I know. At that point, I'm failing, so I start
Yeah.
standby. It's my equivalent of kicking the ball over the fence, sort of thing.
Toe
Because
poking.
someone nutmegged me, so I pick the ball up and boot it over next door's fence. That's the equivalent of it. You know what I mean?
That is fun. I know exactly that feeling.
So they didn't let him into the bar.
No.
But like, why can't we let kids drink anymore, man?
Yeah.
So fucking lame. I tried
grow
to take
up.
my niece out to like a bar in my hometown with
Mm-hmm.
Jen and my sister. So she was with her mum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was 17 and like 9/10 or whatever. And they were like, no. It's like, just let this child have some alcohol. You fucking fascist. You know what I mean? Like,
Low Poly
ridiculous.
Podcast doesn't sponsor the use of alcohol in children.
I do. I promote it. If you're under the age of 18, have a drink.
Grow up.
Fucking grow
Grow
up.
some fucking
Start
balls.
drinking in public and ruining everyone around
Find
you.
the nearest field. Bring a couple of cans, couple of DSs. Link up.
No,
That's what I used
don't
to.
street pass. Never street
Don't
pass
street pass.
with other kids. Just get kind of high and spend all your pocket money on low grade drugs and cheap alcohol, like I did.
And now look at us.
Now look at me.
I
On
didn't.
paper, I'm very successful.
I was a really good child, as in well behaved,
right.
not like good.
You're a
child.
good boy.
Yeah, I didn't really go out and fucking fitter around. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, all my friends went to the fields and to get drunk, but I was like too busy playing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Ocarina
what
of
game
Time.
were you playing? That water temple,
Yeah, well.
bro. You think you're tough? I'd be the water temple. You think you're cool?
Do you know how cool I am? I there's a Facebook post. You know, you go on Facebook every so often and it shows
No.
you your cringe from 10 years
I
ago.
deleted that shit. I
So-
scrubbed it.
Everyone has it, and you
Yeah,
scrubbed
everyone.
it. You've done the smart thing. I didn't, and occasionally someone just pops up and I go, "Fuck!" And
Uh,
it's one of them is like, the water temple is so hard.
it's true.
And it's like, and the amount of people also being like, "Oh,"
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, yes, we all understand this is
Yeah.
an internet reference.
Bro, you're just being relatable. You're a gaming everyman.
Yeah,
What's the deal with?
what's the deal
What's
with
the
the
deal
water
with the
temple?
water temple?
You ever
It's
played
too hard.
Ocarina of Time, Calvin?
Nope.
It's pretty good.
It's it's good. It's pretty good. It's a good game.
It's pretty good.
So you were like a cool guy, but in a game sense because you beat the water temple. Well, apparently maybe not.
Maybe not. Here,
You're stuck
listen.
on the water temple.
still there.
Sorry guys, I can't smoke weed for the first time with you guys. Listen,
I'm
and have-
I'm really stressed out at home right now. And there's just I have a few things going on.
yeah, I can't have a formative music experience when someone shows me like Pink Floyd after I've smoked a joint for the first time. I have to beat the water temple in Ocarina of Time. I guess, yeah. But
Yeah.
look at you now,
Look at me now.
playing catch up. I would argue
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like, you can't help but.
Can't fucking stop.
And have you been to the water temple recently?
Yeah, I live in the water temple, brother.
You know what, guys? Life sometimes is like one big Ocarina of Time water temple. I don't know where I'm going.
Sometimes
with
you
that.
got to put your big boots on, stick to the ground, press a few switches, Sometimes the water levels change. That's fine.
And sometimes you drown. I don't think you can drown in the water temple.
No, because you wear the blue tunic. Wear the blue tunic. Buy a blue tunic. Buy some blue clothes.
Right now.
Join a group of other blue-based men and drown yourselves in the water temple.
I can't believe that. I remember really wanting to play Skyrim the day it came out, but a friend of mine was having like a teenage crisis, and I remember them texting me, and I was even reading the text, I was like, this isn't really that important. But I knew
It was your brain.
autistically, I wanted to just ignore that and play Skyrim. And now I probably would. Yeah. But I was like, no, in human society, it's generally considered polite to not ignore cries for help and play video games instead. In hindsight, though, Skyrim was not the Oblivion 2 that I wanted. No. So
see, maybe you should have just went and helped your friend.
I did go and help. I did ignore.
Where is he now?
I know exactly where he is. I still speak to him, probably because I went out and met him.
Beyond the grave, yeah. I get it. Yeah.
But I remember in the back of my head going like, I could be playing Skyrim.
It's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yep. I think that quite a lot though. You know, in like difficult or awkward situations, I'm like, I wonder if I could go play games for a little while. And then I have to go, no, that's completely inappropriate. Yeah. You can't just do what you want all the time, which I think is very sad.
We've talked about this, that there's such a thing as trauma gaming. When you're going through it and you just go, I just have to fucking sit and play this really good video game and then I'll feel better.
I've been doing that this week.
Yeah. What have you been playing?
I've been playing Armored Core 6.
I was going to ask, what is your opinions of Armored Core 6?
I thought, honestly, for like the first 2 hours, I was like, this game's terrible. I was like, oh my God, this sucks. This is an awful game. Because I was expecting it to be a bit more, I don't know, you know, like how
good.
Sparking.
It is good, by the way.
Like Sparking Zero is, where it's like just more responsive, I suppose. But then I realized, like, I was just playing it incredibly wrong. Yeah. And so but for 2 hours, I was like, because
what have I done?
I bought it and it's like expensive. Yeah. And I was there and I was trauma gaming. So I was feeling really shit. And I was like, if this game's terrible, I might actually kill myself. Like this is the last lifeline I have. I'm like, I reached out to Steam to try and like, you know, grab my hands.
Miyazaki-san, I need you right now.
Dap me up, and his hands were a bit slippy when he did, but no, it is excellent. And obviously it's fucking so sick and over the top. I don't know if you know this, Calvin, but it's just giant robots fighting. And there is, for all intents and purposes, there's probably some kind of story happening there, but God knows I'm not paying attention to it.
And is this the Gundam thing?
No. But it is in lots of ways.
May as well be.
What are you doing? Like, take that fucking hoodie off. You're going to pose. Don't pose like a little fanny.
What do you mean?
Get your top off.
I don't want to get my top off.
Not your top off. Get your whatever that is.
No, I'm just wearing a hoodie.
Something sucking lips.
Yeah.
Girthy. What's a word that says? What's a rude word that starts with G?
We on.
Gash.
Gash sucking lips. Calm. This is going to be a new shit fest, though. You need to tell me about. I'm just going to start thinking about all of the ways I can make fun of you. I'm just not going to have to look like this. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I know I spoke about.
Do you not want to talk about Armored Core 6 anymore?
I do in a moment, but I went to Costco yesterday, which was very overwhelming. But
That's very adult of you.
I got a Costco card.
How did you manage
it? I got in such a bad mood, man. I was like slightly overwhelmed anyway, going in, and he was like, this guy's name. I remember his name, but I'm not going to say it. It was an American name anyway, and he was just like, yeah, okay, you can sign up for a Costco card. And I was like, great. And he was like, how do you qualify for one? I was like, I work in a public service. And he was like, do you have any ID on you? I was like, it's Saturday. I don't have work ID on me. And he was like, do you have a pay slip? I was like, why would I have a pay slip on me? It's Saturday afternoon. And then he was like, well, do you have any ID like yourself? And I was like, why would I have ID on me? So I just walked into a Costco and just went, give me a card, please. And he was like, no. So I had to get Jen to sign it up. So I'm seething. Yeah. But yeah, they have to take your picture. And I didn't see where the camera is. So I've just got like the most autistic looking fucking photo ever.
No way, I love it.
So Jen's one is her smile. Let me show it. I'll show it to the camera.
I'll put it in a post also.
No.
Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ.
Can you just switch to screen captain? I need to see which is the closest camera.
Which
That
one's
one.
that? That one.
Take a step back because there's no light.
Oh,
Hang on. We've done this before.
Shine a light, Calvin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's my. Oh. But yeah, that's me. I didn't see where the camera was, and I saw that, and I went, oh.
So autistic, can't even make eye contact with a camera.
No, that's what it was. Anyway.
Oh, fucking! You've done the 2 fingers there. Oh my god!
I was so like, I was so angry at that guy as well for literally just doing his job. I think I was saying this to Jen. I was like,
he was so trying to help you as well.
He was really nice.
He was
and
like,
I was like, so
you have
angry.
this, but surely you have this. You're like, no. Why the fuck would I have that? You fucking dickhead.
Why would I bring my wallet to a supermarket? You fucking loon.
Do you have a payslip? You know, you get those in emails. You're like, why the fuck would I have
Exactly. Why would I do that?
I could get a payslip up like right now.
I wouldn't. Anyway. So I was so annoyed at him. And he was absolutely just being quite, like, actually very nice considering how busy it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, saying this to Jen, I was like, how dare he not believe me when I just tell him that I am who I am and I do the job that I do. And
Have you never seen the Low Poly podcast?
Exactly. Podcasting is a public service. Exactly. It's keeping us all hanging on during these difficult times. I feel like I'm just rolling through the generic comedian bits, but these like difficult times been going on for a little while, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. Calvin's a comedy fan. He's keeping us going.
Yep.
Why don't you expand on that, Calvin?
Oh, we don't expand.
Do you have like a favorite bit? Do you have a favorite type of comedy?
Are you
like a prop comedian fan?
Musical comedian.
No, God no. No, God no.
I could not think of a fate worse that, like, honestly, if you want to prank me, if you buy me tickets like a Tim Minchin show, I will fucking hate you so. And I think he's really talented. He's actually talented and funny, but I don't want to listen to 2 hours of music comedy. What's your least favorite type of comedy?
Least favorite type of comedy? Prop comedy, 1000%. Prop comedy fucking sucks, lad.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Do you not like funny glasses and mustaches?
Woo!
I think I would laugh really hard at that.
There's a guy I seen once that like just 3D printed a load of stuff, and it was like
he just wanted to get some use out of his printer.
Like generally, but like he had jokes, but every joke was like, "Oh, I've said this funny thing, and I've 3D printed this weird object."
Was it just a pun based on like an object? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he did it well, but I just fucking
he was hitting the ceiling. He's hitting the ceiling of prop comedy.
Yeah.
Calvin, what about a favorite type of comedian? Do you like the classics? Do you think people used to be funnier in like the 80s? Like Bill, what's his name? Not Bill Burr, the other one.
Hicks.
Bill Hicks, yeah.
No, I like a lot of the more modern stuff. I think all of the like whenever I've gone to Edinburgh and I've gone to like gigs and stuff, the ones that I've enjoyed have all been in the Ed Gamble type of like I'm a man, but I'm not really a masculine man, and I'm insecure, and I'm a vegetarian sometimes. I like that.
Is he the Weedish
Simon Amstel,
the weedy Irishman?
No,
he's
thinking
on the Off Menu podcast.
I don't listen to comedy podcasts.
You're thinking of what's his name?
There's only one podcast I listen to, and it's the Low Poly podcast.
The only podcast
over
you should listen
and
to.
over and over again.
Cancel your subscriptions right now to every other fucking podcast that isn't this one, because you know we're funnier than all the rest of the cunts. Isn't it dead right? I have a bone to pick.
Go on.
We're dead fucking funny, and this podcast is dead good. And I've listened to a couple of recent podcasts. I was like, yeah, I'll listen to whatever. And I go, we're well better than these fucking cunts. Fucking tell people to watch us. Make us podcast millionaires. We deserve it.
Yeah. That's what the GSL. Give me some love. Come. And if that doesn't make you subscribe, I don't know what will. Take your fucking hoodie off, please.
Why?
Like, honestly, it's so distracting.
Why?
Because I just keep thinking of think of something that starts
Calvin,
with
give it a go. So just get it out of your system.
Right.
Give what a go.
Oh, comedy fan.
Calvin.
fucking brilliant.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what you were talking
I know
about.
you weren't paying attention. Do you have like a favorite bit ever or a favorite joke?
Not off the top of my head, no. I can't remember.
Well, that fucking ruined my next one. I was like, work with me a little bit, Calvin. Go to an improv class. It's yes and.
You slap my mic flaccid. Oh.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm going to stop you there.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm flaccid. Shit. Right. Oh, what were we talking about?
We were talking about
Armored Core.
We were actually mostly just talking about shade. But Armored Core, why Smurflicious? Get rid of that on my screen. I'm so fucking overwhelmed. Sorry. Armored Core 6 is I get it now. I think I get
it's
it.
good. It is good. I
had
had the same reaction. I thought it was cool immediately, and then kind of was like, yeah, it's fine. And then it kind of goes like, oh yeah, no, this is when you get to build your robot very specifically, and you get to change things on the missions, and you go, oh, well, I got to try this. It's cool. I haven't finished it, but it's
That's the most Dylan fucking shit in the world.
I'm not saying it's like my favorite game of all time, but I enjoyed what I played of it. I
wonder if we went back
into it.
I wonder if we went back. I'm just gonna have a look for Armored Core in our messages and just see if we mention it.
It's fucking class, lad. Definitely there. It's one of those games that I ruined by streaming. You know what I mean? I have a few of those.
That's every game you did, one.
Yeah, exactly. So I was playing it and then fucking was like, oh, this is great. I'll stream it. And then I streamed it and it sucked all the joy out of it. And I stopped playing the game.
Oh, no, you didn't actually even say. You just said it was hard. Ah, that's really embarrassing. I'm just killing all my own bits, man.
Killing
Like,
your bits, that's it.
How were you supposed to know 2 years ago? You're supposed to finish my joke for me. I've been doing that. I was looking for games though, and
2 years ago?
I don't fucking know. I was just guessing, man. I was just sorry, detective. I don't have an airtight alibi. Sorry, fucking hell. Sorry, I don't know why I got so.
No, it's okay. Here, no.
That light's very bright. I know I am just like melting down slowly over the course of 40 minutes, but that light's very bright.
It's just as bright as. In fact, it's actually dimmer than it usually is.
Oh no.
You're doing great. Talk about your big robots. You've been trauma gaming with Armored Core 6.
Well, yeah, I was looking for other games, and there's just some wild shit on Steam. Like, there's obviously a lot of porn games, but then there was one called Trading Card Game Shop Simulator.
Yes, I have seen this.
Have you seen this?
Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? I haven't looked at it, but I've seen other people playing it.
I love all that shit, you know. I think it's so funny, and it's very specific genre of game, which is funny to watch someone else play, but you would never ever actually spend money on it because you play it for about 20 minutes and be like, this is dog shit.
Yeah.
This is absolutely horrific.
I think that's any of the simulators, to be honest. Gut Simulator is great. When
Yeah.
you first see it, you go, wow. You play it for a bit, shite.
Yeah.
I did try and play Farming Simulator 2022 or whatever.
Just go home.
Do you know what?
Save yourself the money.
I couldn't afford the flight home, so I
You'll
needed
get
to
paid.
remind myself somehow. It sucked. It was terrible. I hated it.
Really? Did you see they got Farming Simulator World Championship?
What?
Calvin, look that up.
Oh, yeah.
Farming Simulator World Championship. And Calvin,
They
do me a favor, my
run
love.
crop growing.
Do me a favor, my love. Don't put on the 50-minute video of one of the matches. Just see if there's a short video. Or
4
a real
hours long.
4
8
hours
hours.
long. Just
Perfect.
spit through
Perfect.
it.
I don't think there is any short videos. I think they're
That
all,
would make
they're
sense.
all
More-
Calvin length.
16 minutes.
No, there was a 3-minute video that had highlights in the title, man. Oh,
Hello.
Go back.
It's the full
Yeah.
league.
FSL Season 3.
Would you like the music, the audio on?
Just go forward. Skip it on.
Krona, Trello, and Herman all had to improvise and use their alternates due to various reasons.
So they just have to
Of
deliver
alternates.
crops.
Oh my god.
They have to just deliver
serious?
crops really quick, which is incredible. Look at that.
They're working as a team at least. Oh, shitting out fucking barrels of hay. Love
Isn't that what farming's all about at the end of the day?
Yeah, you're just getting together with the boys and your Massey Fergusons.
Not talking to each other.
Oh, they're talking to each other. Listening to
Synapse.
European comms is like one of the fucking wildest, most like disorienting things ever.
really?
Yeah, because you have like League of Legends. Can you put delay on this microphone, Calvin?
Can I put delay on this?
I've asked a very big job of you. Is it just
is.
to you? Is it possible to do?
1000%.
Calvin, put delay on my microphone.
Yes, 1 second.
Let's try this.
Turn
bit.
off the fucking tractor music.
Alright, fucking, hang on.
Do one thing at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, you've done that. Pause the video. Go into Josh's mic channel.
Yep.
And
then
you should see effects in Ableton.
plugins.
Plugins, yeah, and there should be a delay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can.
And then if you just double click it on Josh's mic channel.
Oh. Okay, so this is terrible. Terrible. Just cut it out. I hate this already. This is so disorienting. So you're playing like League of Legends.
Right, yeah.
You'll obviously see a bunch of people. Calvin, just get on my camera. Be a bunch of people. Can you turn the delay off? Until I say. God damn, that's annoying. Right. So it'll be a bunch of people here like this. You know what I mean? But it'll get to the last team fight and it'll show you 10 seconds of the most disorienting thing ever. So I'm just going to do this, Calvin. And you just put the delay on. So you'll just be watching it as normal and then you'll just hear a bunch of people go. Oh, there we go. They'll be like, hey, mid. Hey, you need to, hey, you need to have the cube, smack, I'm so glad that worked out as well.
Oh, that was awesome.
That's prop comedy right there.
Hell yeah.
That's how you do prop comedy.
I didn't say plug-in comedy is my least favorite. Plug-in comedy is
Oh,
good.
can turn it off, Calvin, for fuck's sake.
Oh, that was good. That was good. I've never, you know what, these types of esports events really, like, just look at these guys.
They are exactly who
They
you would
look
expect.
like farming simulator esports players.
Like, how many of them people like finish? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, they are just
Vuller, yeah.
the most.
Martin.
Yeah, the most.
His gamer
European
tag is
guys.
Martin.
Yeah, the most European guys ever.
Yeah!
See what I mean?
Oh, that's
We
fucking
won.
awesome.
We win the game. We play the game, the farming simulator game.
Bednar.
Trelleborg versus Bednar. Guys, did you watch the farming simulator finals the other day? It was Trelleborg versus. I think they're actually sponsored by proper
Yeah, of course.
farming teams, which is fucking excellent. It's like there's just some a million-year-old farming tractor executive, and someone comes in and says, "The kids are playing."
We have this Danish fella, right?
And he's wild at farming, but games.
I wonder, you know, that there's that Gran Turismo film that's about like the dude that played Gran Turismo so much that he could be a race car
He became
driver.
a car.
Yeah,
He became a car.
the game what he loved most. But I wonder if there's like, what other games are there that's like you could play so much of that you could do the real
It's
life
definitely
equivalent.
Football Manager. 100%.
That has happened. Yeah,
100%
there are a couple of football manager players who are like non-league managers.
Can
Sorry.
you turn off this NPR Tiny Desk concert you've just played randomly?
Oh.
Calvin, man, your job is like to look at a screen and you have a screen
not good
above
at
it
it.
that has every other screen
I am
on
not good at this job. I've covered this.
Maybe you should be esports podcast producer. Maybe you could learn how to do it.
it. That's it.
Where's podcast producer simulator? That's what Calvin needs.
There's definitely a podcast simulator.
Calvin,
Is there not? Calvin,
come on,
Google
get
that.
the Googling.
We could get a sponsorship from Podcast Simulator.
Podcast
As I don't know how to work my volume. No.
Do you want
No, I've fixed it. It's slightly quieter than I would like, but it's okay.
I think it's just podcasts called Podcast Simulator.
Oh, that's lame.
Oh, it's a video game podcast.
Ew. Imagine. We're definitely the best video game podcast.
I think
ever.
easily we're the best podcast of all time.
Yeah, of course we are. Of course we fucking are. Everyone knows it.
Of course we are. So I almost bought TCG Card Shop Simulator.
Yes.
Oh, World of Warcraft has recently released
If you play enough World of Warcraft, you can actually be a professional virgin.
I become. That was a like 2007 Mock the Week panel show. It was the desktop, really. That was.
Sorry,
You remind me of Andy Parsons.
I'm sorry.
There we go. Comedy fan Calvin. What happened to him? Not to like me too him, but like he's dead. He's not around anymore, and he was never funny. But that's never stopped the BBC from putting people on a panel show. So
Yeah, no,
what
no,
did
they're
he
all
do
fucked.
wrong?
I've not seen anything of him since Mock the Week.
In the background, you just Google him. So World of Warcraft
World of
has
Snorcraft.
God, fucking take that.
Sorry.
Andy,
Broke all the
calm
microphones.
down.
Oh, that looks like a fucking...
He looks like he's done some bad shit in his life. Look at that picture, man. Get that picture. Just big up that picture. Look at him there.
He looks like a
He
Dutch
looks
player.
so
It's like
evil.
bald Shane Gillis.
Nice.
Ginger, but yeah, yes.
All right,
yes.
there we go.
Okay.
Is there not a controversy? Oh, no, it's just activism. Fuck.
Oh.
No,
Oh, so-
he's just doing well.
Oh, so he's just not famous anymore?
Here, ain't that the rub? Ain't that the dream?
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Here, I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Bro, look at those titles.
Be famous for a
Those
while and then
those
be
titles
left alone.
are such, like, they're the British equivalent of, like, calling it triggered. Like, gruntled. I've got a shed.
Peak
Is-
bullshit.
Is pure Englishness.
Baffingly optimistic.
Exactly. Yeah, anyway, sorry. So getting back to it, World of Warcraft is, damn, I really swung for the fences on that guy and just missed completely. Like,
No, nothing wrong with Andy Parsons
hit
whatsoever.
myself in the head with the bat. I was- what's called?
World of Warcraft.
They have, you know what a mount is? It's like a
Yes.
horsey,
Yes,
but
I know what a mount
they
is.
have other animals. So basically, it means that you move faster. And mounts are really like the most sought after thing in World of Warcraft because they never change. Like they never upgrade. If you get like a mount with a 0.01% drop chance, everyone knows that you just did that for way too long, basically, for a fake in-game horsey that flies.
A sprint button, essentially.
Yeah, basically. So really lame. And the other thing is that you only show it off to people when you're not actually playing the game. So it's when you're away from the keyboard. So no one ever's like, whoa, cool mount. You just flexing. You know what I mean? Basically. For no reason. You're faking game mount. But they also have a cash shop, obviously, because they were owned by Activision and are now owned by Microsoft. So they have loads of microtransactions. But they released a new mount recently, which is minorly useful because it has a mailbox and it has an auction house on it.
On the mount.
On the mount. So you can basically just do that. And it's somewhat useful. And
Postman
in the
Pat
past, they released a very similar mount that cost like an absurd amount of gold. So it was like purely a flex, but they've released this one for real money.
Real?
So how much do you think like an in-game World of Warcraft mount should cost?
Should cost.
Yeah, like realistically, how much?
You shouldn't be paying any more.
No, I don't.
No, yeah, but as you specifically, should not be paying for an in-game. I can imagine it would be more expensive than this, but you should be not paying for a digital horse more than $5.99.
This cost $90.
Fuck me.
And the worst part is, I'll send these over to you so you can edit them in. But I obviously play with friends and stuff, and they have sent me so many pictures
So impressive.
of people in game, like dozens and dozens of people are just standing there. Like, look at this shit, man.
see.
Like in game, stuff like that.
So they all AFK just on their fancy
And
mounts.
but the flex is, I spent $90 on a fake, and they're like, this is impressive, and I want to show it. And that to me is like being proud that you got fleeced. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, hey, everyone, I just wasted my money. Get me. You know what I mean?
Well, here, the video game industry's fucked for that. Your kids get bullied if they're on the default Fortnite skin. Have you heard about this? Have you seen this?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. There's loads of news articles about it of like, if you have the default Fortnite skin for this free-to-play game, which you don't have to spend any money to play, if you're a child in a primary or high school and you don't have Mr. Beast or whatever,
Dr. Disrespect.
you'll get beat up by bullies.
Oh, wow.
And if that
really
isn't the
struggle to
state of the
think-
society, I don't know what is.
I really struggle to kind of like gel with the idea that,
look it up so you can see.
yeah, I really don't. I struggle to kind of compute the idea that anyone who plays Fortnite could beat up anyone else, really. But I guess
But
I was.
that was the Fortnite was.
I bullied
mainstream.
people for their achievement points, or I at least joined in on the bullying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fortnite is free, but kids get bullied.
Is Fortnite not one of those where if you log in, though, you basically like trip over 5 free skins? Like, can you not just?
No, I think it's the default ones, and then it's V-Bucks, and you only get V-Bucks with credit card.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and like cold hard cash. There's no way to like get. I don't know. I haven't delved too much into Fortnite, but from what I believe,
I wasted so much money on League of Legends skins that I've like convinced myself. I've basically beaten myself into only playing with default skins.
oh really?
Right? Yeah.
Some sort of self-flagellation. that
Yeah.
you're doing,
Basically,
or-
I'm like, no, I can't do that because I spent so much money on fucking. Like,
So you're punishing
League of
yourself by not
basically, I
using
was
them?
like, "You're a fucking idiot! Like, you don't even play this character. Why have you spent £25 on the skin that turns him into a train when he does his big move? You know what I mean? When he does his final.
Wait,
spell.
how much are League of Legends skins?
Oh, so much! Look how much, Calvin. Just Google how much Pulsefire Ezreal costs. There's another one that is absurdly expensive. That's like £500. I swear.
For one skin?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. No,
Can you
there
just
is
put
not.
price, please? So this was the first like proper skin that came off. I don't know how much 3250 RP is, but can you just put price in pounds?
$25.
$25. Oh, okay. So it was
That's
about
12 years ago.
Yeah. So adjusting for inflation.
Holy
I spent like
fuck, lad.
Can you just Google?
Here, the 9 most expensive league skins that
There you
drain your
go.
wall dry.
What?
It's right there.
Okay.
One esports. There you are.
What's RP? Rupees.
Riot points.
Oh, is
Rupees.
it?
If it was rupees, it wouldn't be that bad.
You're fucking-
Just go to the
You know
bottom
the
because I
only
need
R
to
I'm thinking
see how much this costs. It's an Ari skin from their fake K-pop.
Approximately
$250
$250 quid.
So this is it. It's like I always thought that being a whale was like pathetic. You know what I mean? But when people are flexing their whaledom, I'm just like,
Oh,
what?
so that's $450. That's the most expensive one.
Yeah.
Oh.
$450 dues. You know what I mean?
Holy fuck.
That's wild, isn't it? Let me just see how many I've got of those.
So you have Pulsefire Ezreal.
I have 3 of them. Yeah, I spent a lot of money.
That's mad.
Yeah.
And you judged me for spending like £4 on a fancy E-Honda.
Because I did it when I was 16 years old. You do it when you are 33 years old.
I have expendable income now. It's fine.
Well, exactly. Right?
No,
That's the reason that I only play with default skins now. Because I can't be like, you know what I mean? I realize
we can't eat tonight.
I'm in a very shaky glass house built on sand by being like, I can't believe you spent like that much money on a fake skin.
Oh, I see.
There's a
now.
website
I
though
see
that
what
people are
this is.
sending, people's partners are doing, which is basically has my partner bought this mount, and you search up their region, their server name, and their character, and they go, yeah. And it's the most like, it's the most ghetto website you've ever seen in your life. That's what it looks like. It's just 3 text boxes. Yeah, that's it. Did my husband buy the Bruto?
Oh, that's
Absolutely
fucking awesome.
excellente. I just thought that was incredible. You know, like the horse armor guy from Bethesda was like, we had no idea how far that would go, and I feel like this is the horse armor. But there's just so many people who are flexing.
Yeah.
I've wasted money. What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What?
Nah, that's Bill Cosby.
It's Bill Cosby.
What's Jerry Seinfeld? Then?
What's the deal? No, it's still
That's
Bill
just
Cosby. No. There's a conspiracy for you. You ever seen Bill Cosby and Jerry Seinfeld in the same room?
Elaborate
Oh, is this Mike
Elaborate.
freaking out?
on the Bill Cosby conspiracy. So
First point,
right,
comedians.
scum, subhuman scum.
Yeah. So check.
Mhm.
2,
Yeah.
were funny
Oh.
years ago.
Oh, okay.
3,
Here we go.
funded Israel. Jerry Seinfeld loves Israel.
Well, he's Jewish, so I could understand.
Yeah,
Does Bill Cosby love Israel?
probably. He's done many other things.
Many
Israel's one of
other.
them.
If you had to ascribe a moral judgment to the many other things that he's done, what would that be?
I would give it 2 out of 5.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Low Poly Podcast, which, depending on how far in the future you watch this, might be slightly unsexual. But I hope you enjoyed watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe!
Show me your thoughts.
Show me your dick!
Show me your thoughts on Israel.
Show me your fucking cock! No!
And once again, brought to you by Liverpool Podcast Studios. If
Yeah!
you also think Israel is a 2 out of 5, Liverpool
No, Bill
podcast.
Cosby's a 2 out of 5, not
Oh, I
Israel.
thought you said Fun in Israel was a 2 out of 5.
No, I thought you said.
Hang on,
give
2
Bill
out of 5.
Yeah, you mean
Bill
he
Cosby's a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, he's a 2 out of 5.
What
man.
was his point?
He's pretty funny. He's got a funny voice.
I'm out. Nope.
Stay the deal is.
What's the deal
What's the deal? What are these Palestinians?
What's the deal with a two-state solution? With a heppin' and a bombing.
Oh, boom goes the dynamite.
Head's so good we call it Iron Dome.